So you've done the self-help and you've dipped into some personal development, but now you ask the question, now what? What can you do? Well, if you want to escape the apathy, step right this way. So twice a year, I teach a course called Autonomy. It's a 12-week personal development and training course. What people get out of it is multifaceted. There's curriculum, there's exercises, there's camaraderie, you make new friends. There's a whole lot of interesting things. We're going to hear a sample from the course right now, and let's take a look at the value these students are getting. There's 1,000 computer wires in here. I know if I don't mark those wires with my label maker, I'm inviting chaos at a future time. And do you want chaos in your house? Have you seen the commercials? He creates a lot of havoc, chaos. So label maker cuts down on chaos. It increases organization. What good is a resource if you don't know where it is? It's not marked, right? You got bins. Do you mark the bins? Folders, obvious. I use it on every power strip in the house. I get a new device like this book cam here. It's got a power cord. And when I unplug stuff, I go, where does this go? So to prevent that chaos in the future, I put a little sticker on it, or any of the camera equipment I take outside the house. There's a camera, there's a label on it for what it is. And there's a label on it for what to do if you find it, so it can get back to me. So labels inside the house, and these ones will work outdoors too. So they're indoor, outdoor labels. If you got something outside, like turn gas off on grill when you're done. I don't have that on mine because I'm the only one that uses the grill, me and Lisa. But if I had strangers using my grill, I would put helpful little notes, right? Or if you have a water valve shut off someplace, do you want to figure that out when the house is flooding, or do you want to figure it out now and put a label on it? I don't handwrite labels. My handwriting's pretty decent. It's pretty legible, but the label it does it so much better. It's got nice spacing and fonts. And so I don't know, 20, 30 bucks, you invest in that, you start to use it. It's a tool. It's an asset. It pays for itself all the time. And that's the type of stuff. It's like, we should all have one. I've had a label maker, not this one, but I've used one since I graduated college. So I got into David Allen's system, like right as soon as he released it, and I got it like at some corporate training, and I was like, I'm getting folders and a label maker, and I'm getting containers for stuff, right? So like part of using these studios is stuff gets piled up during the season, and then you try to get it all put away before the season starts. Like this whole desk was covered last week with equipment and parts and stuff that needed to be sorted, organized, filed. But down here, I use clear storage containers for like, these are all tripod parts, or these are all things that hold cameras and camera mounts, or these are all batteries for certain cameras and chargers for certain cameras, right? Or HDMI cables or USB cables. So learning how to organize is a beautiful thing. And now what's going to do, it's going to open up all this overwhelm for you, because you're like, I can take on more stuff. Because before, your brain can't keep it all in check. But then once your brain's like, I got all this, what else? Can we add a fifth camera? What else can we do? So it's how you kind of move yourself forward. And it's like giving yourself permission to be successful. Label maker, that's a great way to start. If a certain electronic device takes certain type of batteries that aren't obvious, you figure it out once, put it on a label. So the next time, 6 months from now, when you have to do something with that device, you don't have to like look the stuff up again. So the same way that David Allen says, your head's good for having ideas, not holding them long-term, get it out of your head. I use note cards for that. And it's the same sort of idea, whether it's a label or it's a note card to hold an idea, right? The purpose of a compass is to walk a straight line from A to B, right? So if I had a reminder like that, I could just have a label someplace to remind me, but I use a note card. So it's similar to your note card idea of getting ideas out of the head, but the label's more permanent and helps you access that idea in the future. And it has stickiness on the back. So I'm glad you asked about that, because I'm kind of passionate about my label maker.
Everyone's doing some kind of self-help these days, and you can find a million self-help courses out there. Most other courses out there are hosting lectures, they're hosting videos, they're maybe even doing Q&As, and these are great starting points to encourage learning. But at Autonomy, we believe that hands-on practice is the best way to really lock in what we're learning. There's no better way to gain confidence and mastery than through action. After each lecture, we practice the concepts we've learned with other students, giving and receiving feedback in a non-judgmental environment. The result is mastery of concepts like entrepreneurship, ethical sales, and self-reliance in an environment that directly translates to the real world. Plus, you make connections with other like-minded individuals who are learning right alongside you, and you have a lifetime membership in the community. The Autonomy course with Richard Grove equips you with confidence, competence, and courage in a world filled with confusion and noise. You can learn more at getautonomy.info. We'll see you there.